Hello everybody and welcome to another big update regarding Platinum Edition. So since my previous update there's been 2 new blog posts and 2 new sets of fact sheets. So let's take a look at them today. Starting with the improved planting and harvesting. We're coming close to the launch of the Platinum expansion for Farming Simulator 22 on November the 15th. We're not done looking at new features that are going to be introduced to the series. Did you miss the latest news? Don't worry and take some time to catch up. Okay, so we have already taken a look at the tree markings, the hydraulic braking and the log transportation. So we can now move on. Today we want to show you some of the improvements we made in regard to planting and harvesting trees. Of course there are new machines that bring some cool functionality. Check it out. Okay, so here we go. New tree species in Silver Run Forest. So we have the lodgepole pine with the Latin names which I will not try and pronounce, the ponderosa pine and the sequoia. I think that is redwood. Same family I believe as the Wellingtonia. More than 20,000 trees are already planted in Silver Run Forest, our new map, when you arrive. Some of them are new to the game. We're adding more coniferous trees to the existing tree species in Farming Simulator 22. At the dealership you find a new, bigger pallet of saplings, 240 pieces. That includes the configuration option for the new tree types. So yes, here we have the 3 new ones and their descriptions. So the ponderosa pine is a rather large pine native to the mountainous regions of western North America. Not only that, it's the most widely distributed pine species in North America. It's used for building material and firewood. We then have the lodgepole pine. It is very common in western North America, especially near the ocean shore. This evergreen conifer is often used in rural areas for log cabins, posts, fences, lumber and firewood. In some parts of the world it's also popular for reforestation purposes. And the sequoia, also known as redwoods, are coniferous trees from a family of trees which includes the largest and tallest on our planet. They're endangered and have been cultivated beyond their native habitats. They are not supposed to be chopped down, but a great choice for reforestation. Okay, very interesting stuff. Planting more trees than ever. So as you can see we have an excavator which is planting trees. Normally you see these things taking trees down. It's a nice sight. Very fascinating looking attachment. You can see all the little saplings there and it is actually putting them into the ground. So there are multiple machines to use for planting and harvesting trees. More than 40 new vehicles and tools are included in the expansion, featuring John Deere, Komatsu, Fanzelt, Kohler, Schwarzmuller, Impex and other brands. If you want more details about the individual machines, take a look at our Platinum fact sheets. Yes, we're going to be doing that very soon. We update it every Friday upon release and add more machines with their specifications. Let's look at planting and harvesting now. Okay, so as you can see we have the Volvo EC250DL and the Rizutech SKB240 attachment. And then we have other attachments there as well. The Collar P60, the Westtech Woodcracker, I like that name, the G1650, the Westtech Woodcracker C550 and the TMC Canceller THX 180. Okay, brilliant. One of the abundance to the series is Volvo Group that bring machines for planting and harvesting with them. The Volvo EC250DL and its big brother the Volvo EC380DL, alongside many other machines of course. Both of them become machines of choice if you want to plant trees like crazy. I'm sure we do. So yeah, you can see the little saplings are being put into there. And there's a nice animated GIF in a second. If you're into planting trees, you'll like the Rizutech SKB240, allowing you to plant no less than 240 saplings in one go, in combination with the above mentioned Volvo machines. So here we go. You can see they're being taken from the pallet and put into the attachment. Fascinating. Just scroll down slightly. You have to buy the big pallet of saplings that includes the new tree species shown above to fill the tool. Also, it does look cool, doesn't it? Indeed. spinny. So time to harvest some trees. So there we go, we've got those machines again that I mentioned. Just a nice look at them there. Of course, these are also, well, some of these are in the fact sheet so far, so we can see all their technical information there. Let's continue with the new harvesting equipment and take a look at some of the new machines in the category. While the Volvo EC250DL allows you to attach a processor head, the Collar P60 allows you to lop off branches and cut the trees into logs. The EC380DL can be combined with a high-performance harvester head. So there is another really good view, the Volvo EC380DL. Among many other configurations and attachments, you can also attach a feller buncher to both of them to harvest and transport multiple logs at once. On top of all those fun playthings, we added some new functionality too. I do like that they're including these animated GIFs, it looks good. See how flexible the movement of the harvester head is. To make the control of harvester heads a bit more agile, you can now tilt the head of your harvester to not only cut trees, but also to grab them from the ground. Yep, that's a nice feature. And here we have another animation. Grabbing a tree automatically is also easier now. A yellow ring appears around the tree stump in immediate proximity, so you always know which tree you're currently aiming at in the dense woods of Silver Run Forest. As soon as it turns green, the harvester is ready for action. If you want to grab more than one tree, you can, with the John Deere Feller Buncher 843L2 plus the FD55 disc saw felling head. Take a look at that beast. Okay, yeah, that is a beast. Carrying multiple trees. So it's very interesting stuff. And of course, yes, it's going to be released in November on the 15th. On PC, Mac, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Moving on. Construction projects. Okay, this is all very new. Like we have the production chains, but now we have construction projects as well, alongside them. So, of course, we're ready for Platinum. Yep. In case you still didn't think there was enough to do in Silver Run Forest, the new map coming with Platinum Expansion and Platinum Edition, check out the new production chains and construction projects. So yes, we've seen all the above. There's much to do in Silver Run Forest. Okay, so this is a lovely flowchart which shows you the different production chains. We did actually get this with the base game and it was very helpful, really nice to see. So you really can see the raw materials, where they go to, what they get turned into. So let's just have a quick run through of this. As you can see, we have the tree which is feeding to several locations, the paper factory, the sawmill, the wood turner. And then, yes, once other products have been made at the sawmill, for example, they can then be used at other productions like at the wood turners, flooring factory, picture frame factory, basically, well, most of these actually. So yeah, we have the paper factory, the flooring factory, the shingle factory, the sawmill itself, the picture frame factory, the wood turner, the pet accessories factory, oh, I like that, cattery. Can you have cats now? That'd be amazing. Fancy furniture factory, the barrel factory, and the iron furnace. And of course, yes, we do have the iron ore, which is a raw material, which goes to the iron furnace to make metal, and then that is used, it looks like at two of these productions, the fancy furniture factory and the barrel factory. It must be for the rings that go around the barrels, and also the handle, and the bathtub. So yeah, you can see, I'm not going to read them all out, but you can see there's lots and lots of different products that can be made here, all very fascinating. Okay, so forestry is the focus of Silver Run Forest, although you can use some pre-placed fields or create your own to indulge in some good old agriculture. But if you want to concentrate on the forestry aspect of farming, there's lots to do. Since you play a farmer exceptionally involved in the community of Silver Run Forest, you get the opportunity to help the town to live up to its recreational potential. There are boats to build and a roller coaster to get rolling. That is also where all of these new production chains come into play. Obviously, we extended the core feature we introduced with FS22 by adding new goods to produce. Deliver logs from harvested trees to the paper factory, the wood turner or the barrel factory, and many other production plants. Ready for a roller coaster ride? Okay, so here is the roller coaster, which we have to get rolling. Looking forward to this. That looks spectacular. Going through the seasons. Good news, you can ride it. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. But you have to help finish it first. And this will take some time, as the creation of the roller coaster is a long-term project requiring a massive amount of resources that you will have to provide over time. Depending on your seasonal length settings, it would take several in-game years to complete the roller coaster construction, as you have to harvest wood and produce a variety of goods step by step. It took even our talented graphic designers multiple seasons to complete it, and they're using cheats to get all those resources and accelerate the process. How else did you think we produced screenshots and trailers? Yeah, I think we knew. But no, it is... well, this is like when you go back to my Obelu series where we had 200 episodes. I don't know if it would quite take 200 episodes to complete this, but it could be like the finishing goal. Maybe 100 episodes is what it would take. I don't know. We'll have to see. But clearly, it seems to be a big job. So this is our construction project, the roller coaster. Steps 1 to 4. We've got those different products. 60. Is that litres? Must be litres. 60,000 litres. Step 5. Is that each? For each product? Yeah. Step 5. We've got all of those different products, and step 6 to 11 we've got all those different products. They are similar, so basically we just need to make an awful lot of everything. I'm sure it will all become extremely clear once we start doing it. There are 11 steps to complete the construction. When you deliver everything that is required for the current phase of construction, you can't just continue with the delivery for the next construction stage. You have to wait until the construction workers process all of the resources and develop the roller coaster. That gives you time to continue logging, produce various goods from wood or process iron from the mine into metal, while playing around with all those exciting new machines included in the expansion. Check out the Growing Platinum fact sheet collection. We will do. And once the construction is complete, the roller coaster becomes an asset for steady income. Oh, brilliant. So we can even make money out of it at the end. I thought I was just going to ride it continuously. That would have been super fun. Well, we could do both, actually. So, the second production. Get the boaty floaty. We can build a boat and sail it by the look of it. So, you can see again, we've got the different... materials that are required, different products. This doesn't seem quite as big as the roller coaster. No, this is not. Yeah, it even explains it in a second actually. But it says repeatable too. So there's a boatyard you should visit. Different from the roller coaster, your work here is never done. Oh, great! You can build boat after boat and earn money from each one that takes off into the lake. Oh, so wow! It's just a full-on, fully functioning boatyard or shipyard. No, I suppose boatyard. Yes, they call it a boatyard. I'm getting too excited. So that makes the boatyard an asset to gain intermediate income. And here we can see it rolling out, being built, and then going off into the lake, sailing away. How lovely. So, yeah. 2 stages have to be completed by delivering various resources. A boat is completed rather quickly. It takes a couple of days if you've got the resources. Also, if you're wondering, the boats take off after construction only at exactly 2 p.m. The person in charge of launching the boats into the water seems to prefer to do it after lunch. Don't question it. So there we go. That's the construction projects. Very, very interesting. Really looking forward to it. We're now going to have a look at those new fact sheets. So I'm going to do the newer ones first. These are from the 4th of November. So we first of all have the Volvo BM, the SM462 forwarder. It costs £55,000. It has a 47 horsepower engine, a manual gearbox, a 170 litre diesel tank, a top speed of 20 kilometers per hour, which is 12 miles per hour, and it weighs 7.5 tonnes. You can see it there picking up some logs. Very nice machine. Okay, then we have the EC250DL Volvo, which we have just seen in a previous fact sheet, and the Rizutech SKB240. This is the attachment, obviously, which plants the trees. So the excavator costs £260,000. It has a 187 horsepower engine, a variable CVT transmission, a 470 litre diesel tank, a top speed of 10 kilometers per hour, which is 6 miles per hour, and weighs 28.3 tonnes. The planter costs £67,500, so obviously not cheap. It can plant 200, well, it can hold 240 saplings or pieces. It weighs 1.6 tonnes, and of course, yes, it plants trees. We then have the Volvo VNX300 lorry or truck. It costs £149,500. It has a 500 horsepower engine, a power shift transmission, a 1075 litre diesel tank, and a 145 litre diesel exhaust fluid tank. It has a top speed of 90 kilometers per hour, which is 55 miles per hour, and it weighs 10 tonnes. And now onto the fact sheets from October the 28th. We have the Impex Hannibal T50, the tree cutter. This costs $750,000 or euros or pounds. So 750, a 320 horsepower engine, a variable CVT transmission, a 460 litre diesel tank, a top speed of 8 kilometers per hour, which is 4 miles per hour, so not too speedy, and it weighs a very impressive 50.1 tonnes, and it can cut trees up to a diameter of 120 centimetres, which is phenomenal. And as you can see, it has the ability to stay level whilst working on some very steep hillsides. That is impressive technology. Next up we have the Fanzel's DWP-186. It is a winch. It is £21,900. It requires 80 horsepower. It weighs 645 kilograms and it can pull 8.6 tons. So we shouldn't have any issues pulling some big logs with that. And finally, we have the Volvo BM. This is the LM841. And on the front we have the rock bucket, spade nose. It costs £1,500. It weighs 750 kilograms. It has a capacity of 1,000 litres, so it's not too big. But it can carry many different materials, as you can see. They're all there. And as for the wheel loader itself, it costs £40,000. Has an engine horsepower of 98, a variable CVT transmission, a 170 litre diesel tank, a top speed of 25 kilometers per hour, which is 15 miles per hour, and it weighs 9 tonnes. So there we go. That is this week's big Platinum Edition update. All very exciting. Really can't wait for it to be released. It's going to be very good, especially those construction projects. I think it's nice to have the roller coaster project going in the background, because then you've always got something to work towards. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.